The underwater world is full of magnificent creatures, whether it's in seawater or in freshwater. I'm Muhammad rizqy Abdurrahman, and I'm gonna take you to the blue side of this planet as we find out which body of water has more fascinating creatures. Without any ado, let's dive.
Over 1 million known species of plants and animals live on the ocean, and scientists say there may be as many as 9 million species we haven't discovered yet. Freshwater ecosystems, on the other hand, account for less than 0.01% of the planet's total surface area, but they support more than 100,000 species. In this video, I'll bring some comparisons amongst aquatic animals with outstanding features, the sea dwellers versus the freshwater dwellers. Which side are you on? Round 1. Our contenders are readying their first bite. Sharks are notorious for their man-eating reputation. However, these two aquatic fanged necromancers are far worse than sharks. Packed with flesh-shedding teeth, here are piranhas of the Amazon and moray eels of the coral reef. Small but deadly, this is the scariest fish ever lived. When they see a prey nearby, they have a bite. This piranha is the San Francisco piranha, otherwise called piraya. Nothing can be scarier than piranha when it comes to feeding frenzy. These small fishes are infamous for their gruesome eating behavior, schooling in very large numbers while surrounding their prey, then devour their victims until there are nothing left but bones. Here's some more idea. Maybe some minutes. Once your arm well to its fang, it will never come back in a good shape. Sea serpents are real. Moray eel doesn't need to come in large numbers like piranha. One eel is frightening enough. They usually lurks beneath the coral rocks, waiting for prey to be ambushed. Its fangs are facing backwards, acting as a hook, ensuring nothing will escape from its jaws, including your hands. The second batch is even more terrifying. Frankenfish and the shark eat. Terrifying, isn't it? These fishes, not only infamous for their aggression, but have a true monstrosity that live up their title. Better ready for the bigger bite. Enter the snakehead, aka the Frankenfish. An invasive species feared by Americans due to its aggressive reputation. What can it worse than piranhas? It can walk on land. Some of you may have watched the movie Frankenfish, and also might wondering what type of fish was the creep based on. Snakehead is the answer, and this fish is truly a monster at its own. Originated from Asia, the snakehead invades America and become pests as they try to bite anything in their way. The monster part is, they can move on land. Talk about an alien invasion. They made a good delicacy too. The Goliath grouper, aka Itajara. This big guy can reach up to 300 kilograms in weight, and some can even eat sharks. Another monster we have is the Itajara, aka Goliath grouper. Unlike snakehead, adult Itajara are no longer a delicacy due to its poisonous meat. Its monstrosity is its size. It's so ginormous so that it can devour a shark whole. So, if you're diving, never mess with it when you meet one.
お前はもう死んでいる。 NANI?
As from the past, we have fossils of dinosaurs that haven't fossilized yet in this prehistoric dirt. When we heard the word prehistoric, dinosaurs come to mind. Yet, since there are no extinct, only their fossil remains. In this case, however, you don't need any chisels and other digging tools to observe these exotic aquatic creatures, because they're living fossils that swam away from extinction. The majestic arapaima, the largest freshwater fish in the world, along with Mekong giant catfish and freshwater stingray. Take a look at its ancient appearance and its enormous size. Its size and its appearance may make you think this fish is half dinosaur. Coming from 220 million years ago, this colossus before its prey whole by sucking its milk directly to its mouth. It has a special swim bladders that enable them to gulp air from the surface in order to adapt to its murky water environment.
What lies beneath me is a horseshoe crab, a prehistoric wonder besides Nautilus. Despite its name, it is an arthropod related to scorpions.
Coming up, it's an alien from the prehistoric era. Horseshoe crab. This thing is far older than dinosaur. While those awesome reptiles extinct at 65 million years ago, these weirdos landed on Earth since 455 million years. Don't let the name deceive you though, but this thing is far from crab. They're salicylate, which is a close relative to spiders. Wait, spiders?
Don't let your kids watch it!
Coming to the fourth stage is two animals that mastered their own style of guerrilla technique. Maybe this topic sounds less colossal than the previous, but guaranteed interesting. This time is all about deception and stealth, neither a ninja or a magician. Bringing in the two masters of disguise, the fish baiter and Livingstone?
Keep your hand away from this alligator snapping turtle, because bite can reach 200 meters. Also notable to lure its prey with worm-like tongue.
Hidden in the swamp of Everglades, the hideous beast lurks under the quagmire, waiting its prey to be crushed by its megaton fang. Perfectly camouflaged shells, which often covered by moss, the alligator snapping turtle just laying its jaw open and use its teeny-weeny worm-like appendage to attract fish to come in. The result? Fish last stall.
What's your step when entering the beach? Or else you're stepping these things. A rock? Actually it's a fish. A stonefish. It's very venomous.
So, this stone thing is alive? Well, yeah, and that's a big warning. Well, that snapping turtle got some T-Rex jaw. The specialty of stonefish, it is venom. This fish is serious treat for a beachgoer. Concealed in its fin is a venomous barb which packs the strongest venom of any fish. Even worse, it's almost indistinguishable with a rock. We're moving on to the final level, where these superheroes come to save you the day. You may think superpowers only exist in superhero comics or anime. But these animals will prove that these powers are the real deal. Our two final quirky contenders will bring us to further beyond.
Get ready to be zapped by electric flow. It's one of the three electric fishes in the world. Its electricity is so powerful that it can stun a crocodile.
Never ever try touch this eel barehandedly. Yeah, you can lift that rock creature by its belly, but not this eel. Its electricity can reach up to 860 volts, strong enough to incapacitate a gator and light up a Christmas lamp. It has two special organs to generate electricity, the hunter organ and the sac organ. Contrary to generating it directly from brain and zoning out like a doofus as an aftermath.
What am I going to show you is one of the most powerful animals on the planet. Enter the mantis shrimp.
Although it looks like it, its punch can shatter glass.
This is no ordinary shrimp. It is hailed as the animal with strongest and fastest punch in the world. Its appendage can be swung in a speed of 50 miles per hour and delivers a 160 pound of force capable of breaking a glass. And if you thought that just it's only superpower, that's just so wrong. It has a supervision. 12 color receptors is plugged into its eyes, allowing it to see a polarized light and having a view comparable to satellite. So, which habitat holds the most fascinating creatures? Is it the sea or the freshwater? The choice is all yours.
We're rising up to the surface, and that's conclude our adventure. Bye bye.